Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most anticipated budget-friendly cars of the near future, the 2026 Dacia Logan. If you're looking for a no-nonsense, affordable compact sedan that delivers decent performance without emptying your wallet, the Logan might just be worth your attention. So in this video, we're going to take a full tour of the 2026 model, covering everything from the new interior updates and exterior changes to performance specs and estimated pricing. Let's get straight into it. First off, let's talk design. Dacia has made a noticeable push to modernize the Logan for 2026, without losing the brand's trademark minimalist appeal. The exterior now feels more in line with what budget-conscious buyers in Europe expect from a 21st-century car. You've got sharper, more angular headlights with optional LED running lights, and the front grille is broader and cleaner, featuring the newer Dacia badge in bold, blocky type. The hood has some subtle character lines to give it a little bit of edge, while the lower bumper is now more refined with sleeker air intakes and some rugged plastic cladding on the base trims, giving it a slightly crossover-ish attitude. From the side, you'll notice that the 2026 Logan is slightly longer and a bit more sculpted than its predecessor. The design still leans towards functionality rather than flair, but you do get some nice touches like blacked-out B-pillars and redesigned alloy wheels on the upper trims. Entry-level models will still ride on steel wheels with hubcaps, which is to be expected at this price point. The rear profile is perhaps the most conservative part of the car, with simple tail-light clusters that are now fully LED on higher trims and a cleaner bumper that helps the design look a little more upmarket. No fake exhausts or aggressive diffusers here, just a clean, honest design that reflects the car's ethos. Now stepping inside, this is where Dacia has arguably made the biggest leap. The interior of the 2026 Logan is much improved over the outgoing model, particularly in terms of perceived quality and ergonomics. Don't expect soft-touch materials on every surface, but the plastics are less scratchy, and the dashboard design feels far more cohesive. You now get a proper infotainment system with an 8-inch touchscreen on mid and high trims, which includes wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto support. The UI is pretty basic but easy to use, which is what matters most for a car in this category. Base models, however, will still come with a smartphone docking station instead of a proper screen, which is classic Dacia cost-saving, but still functional if you rely on your phone for navigation and media. The instrument cluster has also seen a refresh. On the higher trims, you get a semi-digital setup with a small color display in the middle for trip info, fuel economy, and basic navigation prompts. Seats are surprisingly comfortable. Even though they're not highly bolstered or power adjustable, the fabric feels decent, and there's enough padding for long-distance driving without fatigue. Rear seat space remains generous for a car of this size, especially in terms of legroom. Headroom is decent as well, though taller passengers might find it a bit tight on longer journeys. There are also USB-C ports in the back now on some versions, which is a nice touch for family buyers. Practicality is a strong point of the Logan, and the 2026 model continues that tradition. The trunk is massive for the class, offering over 500 liters of space, and the rear seats do fold down, though not completely flat. You also get several decent storage cubbies inside the cabin, including deep door bins and a large glove box. There's even a small shelf above the glove box on some trims for extra knickknacks, which is the kind of thoughtful touch we love to see in a budget car. In terms of performance, the new Logan sticks with a tried-and-true formula. It's not a performance car by any means, but Dacia is offering a solid range of engines that balance efficiency with enough power for daily driving. The base model is expected to come with a 1.0-liter 3-cylinder petrol engine pushing out around 65 to 75 horsepower, depending on market. There's also a turbocharged version of the same engine producing about 90 to 100 horsepower, which is likely to be the volume seller. This engine comes with either a 5-speed manual or a CVT automatic, and while the CVT isn't particularly sporty, it's smooth and quiet enough for urban driving. For those looking for even better fuel economy, there's a bi-fuel LPG option, which is something Dacia has been pushing heavily in recent years. It's a great way to keep running costs down if LPG is readily available in your country. Don't expect blistering acceleration from any of the engines. Even the turbocharged version does 0 to 100 km/h in just under 12 seconds, but again, that's not the point here. What matters more is refinement, drivability, and cost of ownership, and in those areas, the Logan continues to shine. Ride quality is one of the Logan's strengths. The suspension setup is soft and forgiving, making it ideal for absorbing bumps in rough city streets. It's not overly floaty, though, and still manages decent composure through corners. The steering is light and easy to maneuver, perfect for tight urban areas and parking lots, though it doesn't offer much in the way of feedback. Noise insulation has improved slightly over the previous generation, especially at highway speeds. It's not whisper quiet, but it's no longer the tin can experience it once was. When it comes to safety, the 2026 Logan does bring some welcome updates. Standard safety equipment now includes automatic emergency braking, lane departure warning, and traffic sign recognition. Higher trims can be optioned with blind spot monitoring and rear parking sensors, and there's even a rear view camera available. However, don't expect a full suite of Level 2 driving aids. Dacia's focus is still on essentials rather than high-tech features, which is how they keep the price so competitive. Speaking of pricing, this is where the Logan truly stands out. While final numbers will vary depending on market and trim, early estimates suggest that the 2026 Logan will start at just under €13,000 in most European markets for the base model, with mid-level trims around €15,000 to €16,000 and fully loaded versions topping out at around €18,000. That's a lot of car for the money, especially when you consider how much more expensive everything else has gotten in recent years. It undercuts most rivals by a significant margin, especially when you factor in running costs, insurance, and overall depreciation. So who is the 2026 Dacia Logan for? It's for people who want a dependable, practical, and comfortable car without paying extra for things they don't need. It's a smart choice for first-time buyers, small families, or anyone who just wants a simple daily driver that gets the job done. It's not flashy, and it doesn't try to be, but that's part of its charm. In a world of overcomplicated cars with too many screens and too many gimmicks, the Logan feels refreshingly honest. It gives you just enough of what you need, without pretending to be something it's not. And that wraps up our full review of the 2026 Dacia Logan. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is this the kind of car you'd consider buying, or is the simplicity a deal-breaker for you? Don't forget to like the video if you found it helpful, subscribe for more car reviews and auto content, and I'll catch you in the next one.